It can be a surprise to some folks that I live in a small town, like a really small town. People wonder, don't you miss having Postmates or a ramen spot just around the corner? Don't you miss going to IKEA? I don't. IKEA is like 3 hours away from where I live, and that includes a boat ride. You do sacrifice things for small town life, but to me, there's so much more you can gain. A sense of community, of belonging and ownership. This is Townsizing, a podcast from HGTV all about small town living. And I'm your host, Anne Helen Petersen. I write about culture, and I've published books about burnout and the history of Hollywood gossip. My latest is about returning to the office and our relationship with work. And given my background, you might assume I live in a city and have always lived in a city. That's where media people live, right? New York or LA. But nope. I live in a small town, Lummi Island, off the coast of Washington State. I grew up in a small town, and I went to college in a small town, and I taught college in a small town. It's safe to say that I love small towns, and I've spent a lot of my adult life figuring out how to get back to them. On Townsizing, we aim to get to the bottom of one question. What exactly is the mystique and allure of the American small town? And how do these ideas match up with reality? Each episode, we talk to people who are thinking about small town life. From big names who are revitalizing their communities like
Erin Napier,
Dan Napier,
to maybe lesser known folks who are making an equally big impact.
I just kind of wish I could go back in a time machine and be here back in the heyday of the studio, but I get chill bumps just talking about it. It's pretty incredible that this little town produced so much music.
Plus, we talk to some city people who are wondering, should they make the small town jump? Are they actually ready? In this show, I talk to the people that I secretly love to talk to the most, small town people. But don't let that description fool you, because there's nothing small about them. Listen to Townsizing from HGTV wherever you get your podcasts.